been waiting for you. I have. Even you new people, I see you. And I'm so grateful that you decided to give my channel a chance. If you like what you see, please leave a comment so that I can interact with you. I love that. You can like it, you can share it. Definitely please hit that subscribe button. We do something special every 1,000, so I can't wait to do that. And reminder to everybody, I am doing the live on Tuesday at 1 o'clock my time, which is Ontario, Canada. And yeah, I can't wait to talk to you guys. I did do a surprise pop-in live the other day, and I had a blast talking to people, so it was a lot of fun. Now tonight I'm going to help you fall asleep and relax you by reading another one of the story behind the song book stories thing. But first I wanted to show you something, because I just did a video on Black Friday hauls. It is Black Friday, right? Yeah, okay, I keep calling it Good Friday. I tried so hard, you guys, to stay out of Bath and Body Works and Sephora, but I'm weak. I'm so weak. But I mentioned that I'm getting out our Christmas decorations, and I said that there was one I wanted to show you guys, but I couldn't reach it, and I didn't want to move the camera and everything, so I'm going to show it to you now. And this was so easy, you guys. I literally saw a picture of it and decided I could make that. So it's a Santa pillow type of thing, and right now I just have an old cushion in it, and I just made like an eye and a pom-poms, and it's so easy. It really is. All you have to, and I knit it in the round, so it went super fast. And it's just black first and red, and then the black. And this I actually kind of needle pointed in after the fact. And then I just made a little button nose, and I actually crocheted the mustache, which took me all of 2 minutes. And then I just bought teddy bear eyes. So this is the small one. There's a medium, and then there's a great big one. And that one we put a great big pillow in. But they're just fun, and they sit on the floor or the cushions and the couch, and it looks good. I like it. Okay, I love Christmas. So, and the other thing, I'm going to take off very slowly. Very slowly. There we go. So I took off the furry mite cover, and I'm going to put on and debut the Christmas mite cover that I made with all the pieces on it. There you go. I love the way it sounds. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? And you new people might not know how we do this, but I'm going to try to get you relaxed first before we go to sleep. And the first thing you need to do is get your lighting just the way that you want it. Light, dark, it doesn't matter, okay? And the stories that I read to you don't have illustrations that are showing it to you, so you don't have to watch the screen. So if you want to wear a sleep mask, wear a sleep mask. The only thing, I have one rule about this, and I'm very serious about it, you guys. Let's not let that owl fall. If you're going to use candles, they've got to be battery operated. You can pick them up at the dollar store, you can pick them up at Amazon, Walmart. No lit candles, not when you're trying to fall asleep. That's dangerous, and you guys matter way too much to me, okay? Matter. Okay. And once you have your lighting the way that you like it, find yourself a comfortable place and make yourself comfortable. Like for me right now, I've got a cushion behind my back because it makes me feel better and more comfortable. And just kind of sink into wherever you are. Let your muscles go all loosey and just feel better, you know? Yeah? Okay. And then you can cover up if you need to. It's getting quite cold here, I will tell you that. I think I saw snowflakes today, but I can't swear to it. I'm not going to say it is. So, when you've done that, we're going to do our breathing. And for the new people, I'm just going to explain it, okay? We do our breathing whenever we want to relax, whether it's for rest, relaxation, calming ourselves, trying to keep panic or anxiety at bay, or when we just need a minute to ourselves. When the whole world is making us absolutely, and you just need that minute, take it. Go somewhere by yourself. It's less than a minute, depending how you do. So what we're going to do, and we do this regularly so that our brain now knows, oh, we're doing that breathing thing, everything else has to slow down. And it sends the message out to the rest of our body to just slow down. Okay. So we're going to breathe in through our nose for a count of 4. We're going to gently hold for a count of 4. And then we're going to breathe out slowly through pursed lips for a count of 4. Okay. So let's do it together. Ready? Breathe in. 3, 4. Gently hold. And breathe out. Very good. Breathe in. Good. Gently hold it. And out. Very good. Breathe in. Gently hold. And out. Very good, you guys. Now, as I said, you can close your eyes. This is the book. Stories Behind the Best Loved Songs of Christmas. This is the 3rd time we're reading out of this book. The first one was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and the story behind it is so heartwarming. I don't know that any other story is going to top it, and these are true, right? And then we did Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, which had very interesting backstory. So I don't know which one I'm going to pick today. We're just going to open it and see. But yeah, I can't. Oops, sorry guys. Sorry about that. So, like I said, you don't have to look at the screen because my glasses do leave a glare unless I do this and then I look like an old woman. But I still might do that. Okay, so let's open it up and let's do. Oh, you know what? Here's my favorite song. Mary, Did You Know? That is actually one of my all-time favorite songs. And I've heard it sung, males sing it, females, groups. I have to be honest, I love the Pentatonics version. Pentatonics? Do I say that right? I think they are so talented and so incredibly amazing. And they did the version of Mary, Did You Know? And I absolutely loved it. And I believe Kathy Mattea did a version. It's stunning. It is absolutely stunning. So, let's read because I love this song, right? So, Mary, Did You Know? Do Christmas song written in the past 3 decades has provoked the kind of response that Mary, Did You Know has. Buddy Green's simple and touching melody certainly deserves some of the credit for the song's popularity and acceptance. But most people who hear the song are really drawn to the unique perspective found in Mark Laurie's dynamic lyrics. Yet this song's gift to the world might have been lost forever if a set of loving parents had not chosen to believe in the promise and potential God placed in their child. Mark Laurie is one of the most interesting personalities in gospel music. A singer with the Gather Vocal Band, a humorist and a songwriter, Mark never stops moving. He seems to have the energy of 3 fifth graders and the curiosity of a dozen 4-year-old children. Probably because the Lord knows the world couldn't handle more than one of Mark Laurie at a time. There's no one like him. One observer called Laurie a raccoon in human form, and everyone wonders how his parents ever kept up with him. Yet, it is his parents, once run ragged by Mark's energy, that deserve a big part of the credit for this band's greatest song. Mark started singing almost before he learned to talk. As a preschooler, he was already belting out solos in the grade school choirs. By third grade, he was singing the lead part in the Easter musical. Yet even though he constantly seemed to be in the school spotlight and living in the perfect American family environment at home, there were rough waters and some tough times just ahead. Mark stood out in teachers' eyes for more than his singing. He was often a problem in the classroom. During his first years of elementary school, Lowry was diagnosed as hyperactive and placed on medication. At about the same time, it became apparent that the boy had absolutely no athletic ability. To many adults and kids, Mark appeared to be little more than an energetic klutz, an out-of-control mini tornado. Rather than allow their son to be sidetracked and dismissed as a hopeless cause, Mark's parents made sure that his curse was looked at as a blessing. They always emphasized the positive. The Lowrys assured Mark that God had a plan for his life and that his uniqueness was a part of it. Instead of trying to make him act just like all the other kids, the Lowrys allowed Mark to exploit his curiosity and his energy. He loved performing, so they put him in every stage they could find for him, everything from school programs to community musicals. It was at the National Quartet Convention when Lowry not only received his biggest break, but also his calling. At the convention, Lowry sang in front of 15,000 gospel music fans. The audience couldn't get enough of him. They loved everything about this funny, talented kid. Seeing the potential that once only his folks had seen, Benson Records signed Mark. Over the next few years, he cut inspirational albums with the likes of the London Symphony Orchestra, and he was so busy with his musical career that he had to finish junior high and high school via correspondence courses. In 1984, Mark was living in Houston. Feeling blessed to have Lowry in his flock, Mark's pastor asked him to write the program for the Living Christmas Tree Choir presentation. The group traditionally sang familiar holiday carols, so Lowry's job was to write the bridges that connected one song to another. It was while he was working on the project that Mark considered what it would have been like to have been Jesus' mother. When I wrote this thing about Mary, Mark explained, I began to think I was interviewing her on the thought she must have had as being the mother to Jesus. A couple of lines I wrote really stood out, like, when you kiss your little baby, you've kissed the face of God. I just thought, this needs to be in a song. Keeping the perspective of a reporter doing a story on Jesus from Mary's viewpoint, Mark penned a poem that sent chills up his spine. Still, taking these powerful lyrics and turning them into a full-blown song was a bigger challenge than even he could have expected. Although he gave the words to a solid music writer, he wasn't happy with the results. The melody didn't have the right feel. Filing Mary Did You Know away, Mark decided to wait on the Lord's timing rather than put his lyrics to music that failed to move him. In 1988, after Gary McSpadden left the Gather vocal band, Gather, I don't know, Bill Gaither was looking for a replacement to fill the void in his quartet. After watching a video of Mark Lowry's on stage, not only was he impressed with Mark's singing, he thought the young man could bring a good deal of Christmas humor to the group's performances. When Bill called, Mark packed his bags. Mark had been with the band for 2 years when Buddy Green joined them, a talented musician. Buddy was also a songwriter who was beginning to hit stride and produce some very strong work. Mark decided the time was right to share Mary Did You Know with Buddy. Rather than pull Green to one side and share the story behind the song, Mark wrote a short note over the top of the lyrics. Buddy, here are some God-inspired words. Please add some beautiful music and we can make it a profitable hit. The memo was meant as a joke, but Green took both the note and his job quite seriously. He set the lyrics aside for a couple of weeks and then went to work. When he finished, he called Mark on the phone and sang the song to him. Lowry loved it, and within a week they had put together a jam box demo to give to one of their favorite artists. Their pick for the song was impressed as well. When Mary Did You Know was originally cut by Christian sensation Michael English, the writing duo felt blessed. But they really didn't expect anyone else to jump on the bandwagon. But then country music singer Kathy Mattea, I knew it was her, heard the Lowry Green number and recorded it next. Scores of other acts quickly took the song into the studio, including Natalie Cole. Thanks to the exposure, Mary Did You Know was soon adopted by choirs and soloists. Even President Clinton, Bill Clinton, declared it was his favorite Christmas song. For the first time in decades, a new Christmas song had become an important facet of traditional holiday celebrations. For the first time ever, Southern gospel music had given the world a Christmas carol. There can be no doubt that Mark Lowry was born different. The things that have made him unique, his energy, his curiosity, could have held him back like it has so many others. He could have been forced to conform, to be like everyone else. Yet, because his problems were viewed as gifted by his parents, Mark thrived. Looking at the world through his unique, God-given perspective led him to think of one of the world's most familiar stories in a new light. Mary Did You Know, a song like no other Christmas carol ever penned, written about a mother like no other, came from the hand of a man who was like no other. And they end it with the words, and I'm going to say them, not sing them. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? That the child that you delivered will soon deliver you? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to the blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm a storm with just his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? And when you kiss your little baby, you've kissed the face of God. Oh, Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the mute will speak, praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy was heaven's perfect lamb, and the sleeping child you're holding is the great I Am? That's one of my favorite songs, and I like hearing the story behind it. But I'll be honest, I didn't know it was that new. I just thought it was a song I hadn't heard before. So I hope you enjoy this story from this book. We'll be reading the whole book before Christmas. And I have an idea that I'm going to approach someone for maybe a very special video. So I hope this is helping all of you to go to sleep. And I hope that you get a very, very restful sleep. And always, guys, remember this. Always. How much I care about you. How important you are to the world. I love you. I value you. I honor you. And I'm so very, very glad that you were born.